Very nice place out here.
Displaying the glory of God's creation by exploring America one park at a time. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave, the parks professor.
Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave, the parks professor. And we are in Homochitto National Forest, and specifically we are at the Clear Spring Lake Recreation Area. We are in southwest Mississippi. Today is Tuesday, February the 25th. And the temperature right now is a warm and sunny 56 degrees and rising. The trail we're going to hike today is the Clear Spring Lake Trail. Off there to my left, that is Clear Spring Lake. This trail goes all the way around this lake. This is a short trail. It's only about a mile long. A short hike today because I have a long ways to drive this afternoon. And so that is the plan. We're going to hike around Clear Spring Lake today. So let's get to it. We made it down to the west end of the lake. And this is the dam that forms this lake that I just walked across. That's the south end of the dam right there. I've seen a lot of birds on this hike, a lot of common songbirds. Very nice place out here. They've gotten a lot of rain here recently, and therefore the waters in the lake are really cloudy. And that's because of all the runoff. There probably are springs that feed this lake. I'm not sure, I'll check on that. But it's really cloudy right now due to the runoff. Alright, we are going to continue heading around Clear Spring Lake. We're still working our way around the lake. It's possible that you can hear a sound from across the lake, a motor sound. That's actually the ranger running a leaf blower, blowing out the picnic shelter and main picnic area that we started at. You may think that's a really bad sound, and it's a little annoying, but no, it's actually a really good sound. A lot of parks don't maintain their trails and don't maintain their facilities. But this one does. So that sound is the sound of maintenance. We'll keep going around the lake. We're most of the way around the lake, and I've seen this a few different places. You look down at the trail surface here, you can actually see some blacktop or asphalt down there. And so maybe at some point in the past, this entire trip was paved. This entire trail was paved. Not sure, but I've seen that several places here. We are almost all the way around the lake, and therefore we're almost back to where we started. This is a short hike. It's only about a mile long. But it's a nice hike. Some nice wildlife viewing out here. I did some good bird viewing. There are a few other trails that intersect the main trail, but if you just stick to the trail that stays closest to the lake, that's the shortest and easiest way to get around this trail. I do want to thank you for watching. Parking Full Time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. This is the last hike that I'm doing on this particular trip. This is my February 2025 trip to Texas Hill Country and also to the Gulf Coast. And it's been a nice trip. We got rained on and we got snowed on out in Texas. You'll see that at some point if you haven't already. But it's been a good trip. We did a lot of good hikes. Had a really good time out on this trip. You can find all of the videos from each of my trips if you look on the trip playlists. And this will be trip number 26. And so check those out on the YouTube channel. I also want to remind you that I do not make any monetary compensation for anything that I do for this project. And I took a vow to do that many years ago, and I have kept that vow. So all I get for doing these videos and writing these blog entries are your likes, your subscribes, your views, and your comments. And I do appreciate all of those things. So I'll give you one more view here of Clear Spring Lake through the trees. Until next time, I am Big Dave, the Parks Professor, for Parking Full Time from Homochitto National Forest in southwest Mississippi. Have a great afternoon. Take care, and Lord bless.